Now this Darbar Nayaki, I'm actually, this is something very interesting. Somebody, when I was a kid, I used to get confused about these two ragams. Somebody said if it is fast, it is Darbar. If it is slow, it's Nayaki. You know? And then I want you to hear these two examples and tell me. So which one is this? Darbar. This is Darbar. Okay. So he's giving that brisk ga, even though he's singing fairly slowly, he's giving that brisk treatment to the ga. So it's some of these guidelines that people give are good. It works for the majority, but there will be some places where it will mislead you. And again, coming to the composition also, the first song many of us hear in Darbar is Yochana. Yochana Kamala Lochana. It fits that stereotype perfectly. Very fast, brisk, you can say a somewhat aggressive sounding song. And you can, Darbar is that royal ragam. You think of a court, everybody is singing exuberantly. Then you hear the same Saint Tyagaraja has composed this song in Darbar. Sorry. Okay. So this one, beautiful rendition by Sri Kevian. So Chaukakala Kriti in Darbar. Similarly, Nayaki. Ranganayakam Bhavaye. Most of us hear that song, and like I said, people think it is a slow ragam. But then the same Sri Kevian has sung a beautiful gem of Saint Tyagaraja in Nayaki.
Ni bhajana gana rasi bulani, bhajana gana rasi bulani, bhajana gana rasi bulani, bhajana gana nani, bhajana gana rasi bulani, gana ramani, gana rasi bulani.
See the treatment of the ga more gentle. Even in the fast, brisk ni bhajana, the ga is still treated somewhat gently, not given like that kick is not given. So you can see sometimes with this ear approach, we can be a bit confused, but we have to add these layers of nuances. Similarly, I wanted to show this next set. So Kedara Gaule, any guesses about this? Yes, Sri M.D. Ramanathan. He immediately brought out that key phrase. Then there is no doubt, somebody who has had any listening, even it can be folk song, devotional song. This is a very common ragam in semi-classical devotional kritis also. And this is a fantastic way to establish that Kedara Gaulai. Now moving on to another rendition of Sri MDR. So you can see again he came to the re. So the same re in Suruti is also helping establish the ragam by highlighting the difference. In Kedara Gaule, that tree is used in a different way to highlight. So both Suruti and Kedara Gaule are janyas of the 28th Mela Shankara Bharnam. Sorry, so 28th Mela Harikamboji. I spoke. 28th Mela Harikamboji. But the Swarupas are somewhat related but also entirely different. So by highlighting the key aspect of the ragam, the musician has shown his mastery by establishing the ragam. Now, this one is actually, like I said, actually a fairly easy thing to do. With rare ragams, there are usually one or two defining compositions in those ragams. Once you get an idea of those songs, you hear. And sometimes the rare ragams become popular because of those compositions. In fact, Lal Gudi sir used to say this, Jayantashri may have been there for a long time, but Maru Gelera is a defining composition of Jayantashri. Because of Maru Gelera by Tyagaraja, this Jayantashri got a new level of popularity. Similarly, Raga, Sudha, Rasa in Andolika. There are, again, over time, like we have heard of Muttaya Bhagavatar creating this Mohana Kalyani Ragam. Now it is a very popular Ragam. So many compositions are there. But in the time of Trinity, maybe it didn't exist or was not relatively popular. So sometimes people come up with these beautiful compositions which change the paradigm of that song or that Raga itself. What ragam? Who is the singer? I'll give a clue. The ragam name has a clue for the singer also. It's not MLV. It's not MLV. It is, NC Vasanta Kokilam, who is kind of a lost maestro, whose music didn't reach as many people as it deserved because I think she passed away very young. But some of her recordings which have been saved, show her brilliance. So this Needaya Radha is a defining song in Vasanta Bhairavi. Of course, there are many other, at least a few other compositions, but most singers or most listeners have had exposure to Needaya Radha at some point. So they may hear this. This is a Dikshitar Kriti. So this is da na 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 na, that Needaya Radha ma pa. That somebody who's heard Needaya Radha many times, possible that they may think that okay, this is also the same Vasanta Bhairavi. So that is again with rare ragams also sometimes it becomes easy because there's only one or two songs that you know. So if you hear a rarer song in the same raga, the brain can make the connect. So now the next group or method will apply to these. When I say minor, I'm not belittling the ragam, but what I'm saying is generally they are not heard as a main ragam in a kacheri. Maybe a small alapana will be done, or they may be improvised in a brief way compared to like the big six or even the next group of ragas. So to give an example, Nalina Kanti, again, what is the best known song? Manavyala. Everybody who has had exposure to Nalina Kanti would have likely started off with this song. This is my guru's performance of that song, and here is a wonderful varnam he has composed in the same. So you can see that Sagari Mama Gari Zani Pa, that commonality is there. Now I'm going to play another ragam which used to be rare, Bindu Malini. Now it's becoming very popular. So I can see that. So the key aspect of that song, the opening line, he has incorporated into the alapana. So this is again another legend, Dr. Ramani, accompanied by Sri MSG, another legend. So you can see these rare ragams, Somebody who doesn't know Bindu Malini, oh, Enta Muddo, sounds like that, and that is the most popular song in that ragam. So, other compositions in Bindu Malini can be identified by using that connect. Now, there are other, coming to this minor, when I say minor, Saurashtram, again, very major in the sense, beautiful compositions, trinity compositions exist, but not usually sung as a main ragam. That is why I used that word. It's a bit of a misnomer to say minor in that sense. But it has certain catch phrases. Let's hear this rendition by Srimati M.S.
Sharanam Chandrane Sharanam Sharanam Chandrane Sharanam Sharanam Chandrane Kavad Vita Vinavallavo Nandane
So, that is a catchphrase in Saurashtra. Sani dani da pa pamadani sari sani dani da pa magari Shri Ganapati ni sevim parare. That will come in invariably every Saurashtram composition. Shri Varalakshmi bhajare re manasa. First one, Shri Ganapatini was Tyagaraja Kriti, Varalakshmi bhajare, Dikshitar Kriti. Two different great composers composing in similar phrases. So, ragam like Saurashtram, somebody who knows that key, sani da ni da pa ma maga pa magari ga ma pa ma da ni sa. So, there are a whole bunch of ragams like that. Another example that comes to mind is Ahiri. These type of ragams, if you know that catch phrase, you will find that across every composition in that ragam. Next one. This is a little interesting. I was reading an article. When we talk about allied ragams, we talk about all these Darbar, Nayaki type of ragams. We never call Shankarabharanam, Kalyani allied. They are similar except for the Madhyamam. When you look at the Arohanam, Avarohanam, but they are not considered allied because the Swarupam is very different. And that can be explained by observing the patterns we build. To give a similar, small example. Is this Shankarabharanam or Kalyani? The swarams are there in both ragams. But in Kalyani Alapana, you will hear this more. Of course, now I sang the Prati Madhyama. But even without that, that Nyasa Swaram or ending note being Daivatam is common in Kalyani. Ending in Panchamam. It's not sung so much in Kalyani. Similarly, that Sani Dani Pa. Which ragam is that? Sani Sadani Pa. Shankarabharanam. So that again brings back to the first lecture where I said Varnam is indispensable. The Varnam in Shankarabharanam starts like that. It is a clue, it's a guidance for us to know that Dani Pa is very important. Sani Dani Pa. That is a Shankarabharanam phrase. Cannot be copied verbatim in Kalyani just because the same Swarasthanams are there. So for Raga identification, that is why for even ragas like Shankarabharanam Kalyani, getting familiar with multiple compositions is important. Yaduta Nila Chiyite Ni Dudani Sansani Nidappa. There is no Madhyamam shown here, but that phrase is a Shankarabharanam phrase. You know, like that. Sita Gauri Vagishwatanana Sarini Nizadada. There is no Madhyamam, but it is a Kalyani phrase. Only by getting familiar with these compositions we can understand. Similarly, another thing about the Gamakam. For example, Riga Ma Pada Pa. Is it Bhairavi or Kiravani? Same swarams are there. Riga Ma Ma Pada Pa. It is more common in Kiravani actually. Ma Ma Gari Zani Riga Ma. Because that plain Ma, no, it is more common in Kiravani. It's not wrong. It can happen. In Bhairavi also, at the end of the Alapana, we hear ta na 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 na. But then, that is less often heard in Bhairavi initially. Riga ma pada pa ma ni da pa ma. The Gamakam to Madhyamam is given more often than not in Bhairavi. In Kiravani, Riga ma pada ni da ma ga ma da da ma ma ga ri da ri ni sa riga ma ma ga ma. So that plainness is highlighted in Kiravani. So there can be exceptions. Same Alapana, somebody can shake the Madhyamam somewhere in Kiravani or give it plain in Bhairavi. But what is common is plain Ma in Kiravani and Gamakam oriented Ma in Bhairavi. Similarly, phrasing aspect can also highlight ragams like Bhairavi and Karahara Priya. Ma ma ga ga ri ri ga ma pa da ni da pa ma ga ri za ri ga ma. That bold ga is more common in Karahara Priya. Ma ga ri sa ga ri ga ma. That sagariga is very important in Bhairavi. So that type of phrasing, even though the lay listener may not understand sariga versus sagariga, over time they will see that pattern emerging in Bhairavi, which is not found in other ragams.